One of my first recorded trips in my local wildlife management area. I'm on a different side today. I'm on the top side of the property. As you can tell, looks real good though. Looks real good. Already got a few tracks by the car, like some doe tracks, some fawn tracks. But today, I'm gonna try to make it to this bluff back here. Not a bluff, I guess, but it's just a really tall peak. I guess what I would, whoa. That's why you pay attention to where you're stepping at. Something that I would call a bluff. But I guess technically ain't a bluff, but we're gonna get back here and see if we can find some sign up here. You can tell it's real beautiful. We got some type of, I think it's Joe Pye weed growing or something. But it's beautiful. Look at all types of butterflies on it. I don't know if you see all the butterflies. They're beautiful though, man. Almost everyone has a butterfly. Almost everyone. Not all of them, but almost everyone. Alright, but we're gonna make this walk. And once we find something, I'll come back to you. I'm out. This might end up turning into more of a wildlife butterfly filming video because there's so many out here. It's ridiculous. It's beautiful out here. I ain't scared of that camera at all. Alright, so this is one of the places that I hunt that is so covered in deer. This is one of the places that I hunt that's so covered in deer that if I don't start seeing sign in a little bit, I'm gonna leave. Here's what I'm working with so far though. Gonna maybe walk a mile or two back in this direction and try to get on that point that's out here. But as you can tell, it's great habitat for quail and turkeys. There's so much underlying growth that's here, and that's great. It's really good for deer. Honestly, anything's good for. It's like a scrape right here or something. Yeah, but today we're busting through these woods. So nice and tight in here. This would be a place that you would never ever use a rifle at. And it's possible, but your shots are gonna be restricted. Really, really restricted. Even in the fall, in the winter time when all these leaves and everything fall off these trees. Still not gonna have no visibility. So up here, you can split this archery or shotgun. And that's all you can use in this county anyways, is muzzleloader or shotgun. So there's a pawpaw right here. And a lot of holly's growing here. I haven't seen many places around here with holly forest. But I know from hunting Quantico that when you find holly, you find a lot of rubs in it, a lot of bucks bedding holly. I always like to walk forward and look behind me and look at the tree behind me, see if I see any rubs going this way. Because a lot of times you'll miss a rub walking past it, but if you turn around and look back, you'll see that rub on the tree. Wow, this is really fucking nice up here. This is interesting. Pretty thick. I'm not far off the road yet. A little troll hole. But guess what? Troll hole has deer tracks by it. I don't know if you can see those deer tracks. Someone's walking around this tree. I don't know if these are grubs or what, but it's just like clumps of bare dirt everywhere. It's kind of fucking weird. Ain't no armadillos out here. Ain't no armadillos out here, tell you that much. Alright, I think this would be good for our afternoon hunt, but I haven't found anything that I like so far. At all. I've been walking, but I haven't found any scat. I haven't really found any tracks. But I'll come back when I find something. Bro, there's a praying mantis right there too. He's eating a butterfly. That's crazy. He's a huge one. I am still not where I need to be. Not even a mile in. It's the super. And this first fly too, trying to kill me. I don't know if you can see his little ass flying around the camera. But when I catch his ass, when I catch that horsefly, but look at that though. That's pretty, ain't it? Yeah, that's pretty, ain't it? I know it is. Look at these autumn olives. Real pretty berries. Taste amazing too. I don't know if you ever had them, but it kind of tastes like a tart cherry a little bit. It's like eating a fucking persimmon though. Fucking make your mouth shrivel up and dry. They are kind of sweet though. They're pretty good. I would definitely come with them. But eating them like that, I don't know. Not too bad though. The only autumn olive I've found here, actually. It's a decent size too. Surprised the birds haven't torn it up yet. This is where I was gonna head into. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get down there. So it's not happening. I think the only way for me to get to that spot I was trying to get to is honestly to cross the water. The creek down here, I think I have to cross that creek. And I think I have to walk up this bluff. I don't think there's any other way to get to this bluff from this side without being fucking in a 300-foot ravine or being in this shit. And actually, these are all the other autumn olives right here. And I believe that's one right there as well. But yeah, I'm gonna turn around And yeah. Maybe I'll find a spot on the way back, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I got stuff crawling in my butt right now. I really don't like that feeling, so I'm gonna fucking turn around. And yeah. Fuck. Guess I'll give you a little recording of my walk back though. This would be a great spot, right? So, for instance, where I'm sitting right now, this would be a great spot. Where deer walk over here, buck looking for doe, coming in here and this stuff, right? From buck following this right here, stop right here, look at here, walk along the edge of this, right below this hill, following for doe, right to the other side of the woods. However, the road is not even 10 yards from the other side of these woods right here, so I was hoping I can get in here and just follow the trail to find an opening so I can just dump back in there. But that's not happening though, so what we're gonna have to do is, I guess, backtrack, but I'm not really seeing too many oaks here anyways. I see one big red oak right here look like, but ain't nothing too fancy schmancy, you know. But yeah, I'm going to start walking back. Like I said, I feel like I got ticks in my asshole and everything. Sorry if that's inappropriate. If he was out here dealing with this shit, he would understand how I feel. This shit. But it is a nice learning experience though. Now I know. Don't come here on a blind hunt one day, because guess what? It ain't gonna work out for you, bud. You're gonna walk in here blind and I have to turn around and go to the car. So now I know. Like I said, I could probably get through here, but it's not where I want to get to. I don't know what these are, but these are beautiful. Really, really pretty flowers. I'm not even really seeing much browse out here. Like, some of these plants that I would think we'll see browse on, I'm not seeing any browse on. This is a stinging nettle right here. There's no browse on it. Stinging nettle, no browse. More stinging nettle, no browse. It's kind of weird. But I think that either means there's not a lot of deer here, so they can keep focusing on smaller food sources, which means if there's not a lot of deer here, there's possibly bigger deer in this area. However, that's not always the case. But they also mean that there's acorns dropping everywhere, and these deer don't need to eat any of this shit because there is acorns. And from what I've been noticing, there's been a lot of reds dropping. I haven't seen any whites dropping yet. I've been seeing a lot of reds though. But that's an okay thing though. If the whites aren't dropping, the deer will still eat the reds. They'll honestly pick them off if there's no acorns there. So, man, I can't even talk right now. I'm so tired. I will check it back in when I get to the car, or if I see something cool. All right, y'all. I jumped into the woods up top. I couldn't let it defeat me, but look. So, and it's honestly pretty high. It's from about, my waist is about right here. It's not too bad. We're gonna keep looking. That ain't promising sign, you know. So until I find acorns and scat, and fresh tracks, which I do see a lot of tracks around. But until I find some scat, this ain't the spot for me. So this is the natural forage browse I was talking about. That's cat briar right there. See how there's nothing on it? I don't know if the camera will focus. Big ass horse flies. God damn, get away from me, son of a bitch. Get away from me, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but cat briar. And no leaves on it. All eaten off. Some other plant right here. I don't know what that is, but also nothing on it. And on top of a pile of all this stuff. You can see right here. Look at that. Look at it. It's bitten off. It's bitten off. You can tell that's a deer right there. You can tell 100% that's a deer. All this other stuff, low-lying stuff in the area, bitten off. And then there's a browse line. You see how much the canopy from a certain height is taller? Out there it's kind of thick, but right here it's all open, empty. These deer like it in here. I'm sure there's a bed pretty close by, or maybe staged, because there's a patch over here, right in there, full of pawpaws. And I know they love to bed in pawpaws, at least in this area they do. So, and look, the whales I found looking close to the ground. It might be old, but guess what? It's still scat, so it tells me they've been in here. And maybe if they're not in here this October, they will be here sometime. Oh, now they're in here. Look at this shit. That's fresh. That's fresh. Oh, yeah. That's a buck. That's a buck. That's fresh. Well, guess what? I'm finding what I want to find. Doesn't look like a lot of deer in here, like I said. But I am finding what I want to find. So I am going to mark this. Because spots like this are usually pretty good. Spots beside a trail. There's like a power line. A bedding beside a power line. Then you have a ridge top with a ravine below it. They're going to get in the money. I promise you, you'll find some deer like that. So all you want to do is just save that. Now boom, I got it saved. So next time, I'll come right back to the same spot. But look at this area. I just want to showcase the area to y'all. Look at it. This is the only patch that's kind of open, right? This is your kill zone right here. But the problem is, actually, that's a perfect tree to hang a stand in right there. A perfect tree. But honestly, I wouldn't mind hunting from the ground here. Well, this trip up here was a bust. I ain't really see much but that buck sign. Tried to go back further into it, but it wasn't nothing worth it. So, just wanted to show you this praying mantis and these butterflies again before I leave. This is insanely cool. He's sitting there glowing, looking at me. Let me leave. He looking at me. But yeah, it didn't go to waste. It was still a pretty good day. I'm not done yet. I think I'm gonna try to actually get to the hilltop I was trying to get to. This giant fucking, I don't even know what it's called. It's huge. I call it a bluff because it looks like a giant point on the map. I can see it from the road, but there's really no way to access it unless you cross a big creek. So I seen somebody parked there this morning. There was some old guy. I'm really don't think he was about to climb up there. He was just sitting in his truck on his phone. So we're gonna get down here. I'm gonna give it one more time and try to get up on this bluff. And after I get up there, we'll see what's going on. But if ain't nothing happening up there either, then you already know we're going home. I got some fish to catch this afternoon, so I'm gonna take my boys out there. Might record a video out there. who knows? But yeah. But yep, I'll talk to y'all when I get to the next spot. And if I don't, then that means the video's over. Bye. We did come out to a different spot. Now we're on the bottom half of this property. This is my favorite portion of the property. There's a lot of deer down here, a lot of turkeys. There's a lot more wildlife I've noticed down here than there is on the top side. This spot's gonna be for my son for his youth day coming up a couple weeks here. I just wanna go see if there's any acorns dropping back here, or if there's any scat or anything like that. Same thing as on the top side, but down here I'm sure I'll have more luck. Actually, I hunted here last year, and during muzzler season, I didn't know it was a doe day, and I walked up about right here, and there is a doe that had ran down from this hill right here to about this point right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I was standing right here, and there's a doe that ran right from there and ran down through here. Stopped right there perfectly for me, right? Didn't shoot her. Didn't know it was a doe day. But also, I was kind of scared to shoot her because I thought I was really close to the road. But I'm 120 yards off the road from this spot, so I could have shot her. But sometimes it's better safe than sorry. I had to just let her walk that day. And the next hit, I got a buck. And the next hit after that, got another buck. So right in this kind of same general area. There's a lot of deer over here, a lot. But let me shut up. I'm gonna get the camera out once again. If I find something good. Right now we're just on a walking trail. You can see how close it is to the road right here. Maybe you can see that, but right now we're just gonna try to find some deer. We got a monarch over here. Hopefully it stays still for me. But we do have a monarch butterfly right here. Isn't that beautiful? There you go. It's another one. Oh my goodness. Beautiful monarchs. Supposedly this butterfly is becoming extinct, but I can't tell. There's a lot of them around here, at least. Come on, open your wings for me, buddy. Open your wings for me. Open your wings. There you go. Open your wings again. One more time. Let me leave them alone. Got some mullein here too. If you ever need some good cough relief or anything for bronchitis or black lung or anything like that, this is what you want. There's another monarch too. Love these little guys. So pretty. So pretty. Well, this is a first for me. I just almost got attacked by a fucking snake. I didn't know rat snakes would get that aggressive, but he's looking right at me. And he wants me bad. Never seen that in my life before. I don't know if you can see him tapping his tail, but he's looking right at me. Motherfucker, where are you? He's looking right at me. Never seen that before. But I gotta get down that way, so he's gonna have to fucking move. Not saying I should have brought a gun, but probably should have brought a gun. But we're gonna get around him. There's an oak dropping heavy somewhere over here. I gotta get to this oak. And this is my mullein right here. I'm definitely gonna need some. So what I like to do is I like to grab just the inside tender bits and just like a spin and twist. Pinch at the bottom, spin and twist it off. And that's all I need for a tee. Don't take any more than you need. Luckily here, there's mullein that grows massive here. But still, if you don't need that much, don't take that much. Save some rest of people. But look, see this giant mullein right here? Giant mullein. There's mullein everywhere. Mullein right there. There's mullein everywhere here. So if I really wanted to take a lot, this would be a place I'd harvest a bunch of it. But I don't need it. So why harvest a bunch of it, right? Again, one of the spots back here. I think this would be a really good spot. I haven't found any sign yet. I'm still on the trail, but I'm almost to where I need to be. So I'll check in when I'm back in the woods here. All right, walking back to the car. Kind of found what I was looking for, but shit, that was a walk. I tell you what, it ain't hot out here, but with these big heavy ass boots on and this terrain, can definitely put some work on you. I've only done 3 miles today, which is a good thing. I didn't have to do more than that, but usually my walks are 6+ miles a day, especially when I'm hunting public lands like this. But that's why I like this place, because right by the parking lot, there's deer here. You don't gotta go far in this spot at all. And now that I'm becoming a better hunter, I'm starting to realize all the spots I've hunted before, instead of walking 3 miles back, I should have probably hunted the parking lots. Seen a lot more deer there. But I was learning from YouTube and shit, so kind of corrupts your brain until you get out there and do it yourself. You can only listen to so much information, but until you get out there and do it yourself, you ain't gonna figure it out. I always gotta put boots on the ground. Alright, I'm out of here.